I am going to break a trend I see far too often in videos talking about fusion rifles and their God rolls. I mean, how many times have you guys watched a video with someone constantly saying, "Oh my god, I completely mapped that guy, this gun is so busted," and then you look at the clip and the guy's like 18 meters away? Well, I'm going to drop a bit of knowledge on you guys. That's completely normal for any decent rolled fusion rifle. But let me give you some visual context. This is what 20 meters looks like. That's pretty damn far. And just about every single one of the fusions I use in PvP can consistently secure a kill from this range. Here is 22 meters, which is more or less the max range we can hit now after the firmly planted and tap the trigger nerfs. It's not a huge difference. The window where that absolute max range roll provides any advantage is pretty small. After looking at what's been years now of fusion rifle gameplay, I've noticed that the vast majority of fusion kills tend to fall within the 15 to 20 meter range, which nearly any roll can reasonably hit. Yes, of course, you will occasionally hit that small window where the extra bit of range will secure the one shot, but again, it's a very small window. Any closer or further outside that window and your max range God roll is no better than any other fusion. What if I were to tell you there's a way to hit nearly that same max range and at the same time negate the biggest weakness of fusion rifles by having nearly 50% faster charge time than a main ingredient? Which would you choose? In this video, I'm going to take a closer look at the new Snorri FR5 and a God roll which I think is going to surprise you. And now a word from our sponsors. I kid, no sponsors here. All I ask is if you enjoy the content, consider subscribing, and if you like the video, there's a little thumbs up button which if you click it means you liked it. Hey, what a concept. When it comes to fusion rifles, the name of the game is consistency. For the most part, this is getting our stability, accuracy, and recoil direction as high as we can, and in some cases we'll want to add some range as well. This is why most God rolls will contain some combination of particle repeater firmly planted, under pressure, tap the trigger, stability masterwork, yada yada yada, and so on. When you stack all that stability and accuracy, it means you've got a much tighter bolt spread and will have an easier time getting more bolts on target, giving you a further one-hit kill range. But that's really all most people talk about, isn't it? Having the absolute furthest one-hit kill range. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with building around that logic, I don't think it's always the best way to build a fusion, especially in 6v6 modes where I spend the majority of my time in the crucible. The difference between a God roll's max one-hit kill range and the roll I'm advocating is only 1 or 2 meters in absolute ideal circumstances, which is rarely the case. If your target is 1 meter closer, then it doesn't even matter. If they're 1 or 2 meters further, then you'll need a second shot to clean them up anyway. Now, let me stop you right there. I am not in any way saying these consistency perks are bad. But again, I ask the question, if you could hit nearly that same max range, but also have up to a 50% faster charge time than a main ingredient, which would you choose? After playing with dozens of different Snorri rolls now, I've been blessed by RNG with what I think is the best possible roll for 6s. And here it is. We have chambered compensator, accelerated coils, heating up, successful warm-up, and a charge time masterwork. I toss on a counterbalance mod to max out that recoil direction at 100 for perfectly vertical recoil. And holy charge time, Batman. Yeah, guys, this thing shoots fast. It nearly feels like you have an adaptive frame on, but with the bonus range and accuracy of a precision frame. Your damage only drops to 39 per bolt, which is still a 5 bolt kill on 8 resilience and lower. 9 and 10 resilience will need 6 bolts. Guys, this thing shoots crazy fast. You will get your shot off before other fusions. And I've noticed with how much more invisibility there is out there recently, I'm getting surprised by shotgunners more often, so having a faster charge time so you can react will save your ass. But it's not just fast charging, this thing has a ton of stability and accuracy perks. Snorri is a precision frame, so it'll have naturally vertical recoil, and by having 100 recoil direction, it's about as perfect as it gets. Chambered compensator adds 9 stability, bringing our total stability to 64, which is a really good baseline to build off of. But the magic sauce of this roll is the combination of Foundry Trait Omolon Fluid Dynamics, plus the perks heating up and successful warm-up. This is what makes it perfectly tailored to 6v6 game modes or Rumble. So let's look at Omolon Fluid Dynamics. This plays the complete opposite from under pressure and high impact reserve rolls. It'll grant increased stability and reload speed for the top half of the magazine. According to D2 Gunsmith, which will be linked down below in the description, This translates to 20 stability and 30 reload when maxed out. It's unclear how it scales as you go down the magazine, so it could be 10 or 15 stability at 5 rounds, then maybe 5 or 10 stability at 4. But either way, as plentiful as green bricks are, as long as you run with an ammo finder, you should have high uptime on the bonus stability. And we're going to want to leverage this by reloading as soon as we can to keep that mag above 3. Then we move over to Heating Up, which is a kill activated perk that also grants stability and accuracy bonuses. It stacks to 2 and lasts for 5.5 seconds with kills refreshing the timer. One stack grants 15% less accuracy cone growth and 15 stability. With 2 stacks it doubles to 30% less accuracy cone growth and 30 stability. That brings us up to 94 stability when maxed out. Finally, we have Successful Warm-Up, which increases our charge rate by a massive 37.5% after a kill, and it does not lower the impact. We already have a faster charge time with accelerated coils and the charge time masterwork, which alone brings us down to adaptive frame territory. But with Successful Warm-Up procced, we approach rapid fire charge time, but still with the range and accuracy of a precision frame. This is what makes it perfect for taking on multiple targets in quick succession. It allows you to get in the close quarters mix with a faster charge time than most other fusions, while still having up to a 21 meter max kill range to easily outrange any shotgunners. I tested the one-hit kill range on this Snorri against 4 of my other favorite fusions, including a different Snorri with Firmly Planted, Main Ingredient with Under Pressure, Tap the Trigger, Timeline's Vertex with the Max Zoom Scope and Firmly Planted, and a Zealot's Reward with Under Pressure and High Impact Reserves. And the results kinda speak for themselves. Oh, and a quick shout out to clanmates Rob and Bob here for letting me shoot them in the face with fusion rifles for 30 minutes straight. The absolute worst case scenario for my super fast charging Snorri will be a 19 meter one hit kill range, but if just one of the many number of perks is procced, it'll be as high as 20 to 21. Just one of the Omolon Fluid Dynamics, Empowering Rift, High Energy Fire, or Heating Up, and the range is pushed out another 1 or 2 meters. As long as you are picking up green bricks and keeping your mag topped off, you will regularly have multiple of these perks procced at once. That's right within spitting distance of the absolute furthest range fusions, but at base it will charge faster than all of them, and after 1 kill will charge twice as fast. It's what allowed me to make plays like this, where any other fusion would not have gotten that shot off in time unless it was a rapid fire, but in that case it would not have had the range. But do you see what I mean? It's literally a rapid fire with the range and accuracy of a precision, and I don't even have to slide or crouch to get it. It's absolutely nuts, but most importantly, it feels and sounds amazing to shoot, probably because it reminds me of Erentil, and I get warm, fuzzy feelings inside when I think of Erentil, that naughty thing. One other takeaway from my testing is how strong Timeline's Vertex still is with Firmly Planted. Thanks to its high zoom scope, it maintains a consistent one-hit kill range of 21 meters, but with that faster adaptive frame charge time. And this roll, which I believe was sold by either Zur or the Gunsmith, also has Demolitionist, which on fusions grants 20% of your grenade energy back. So check and see if you snag this one too. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth giving up just a little bit of range to shoot twice as fast? Or do you always need the absolute maximist range on your fusion? I can see an argument being made for trials and comp, but let me know what Snorri rolls you guys have been enjoying in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.